Hello Cove Dwellers. Before I start this video, I would like to mention that the reason I don't have eyebrows is because this video was originally going to be about eyebrows and the fact that there is this kind of idea floating around that you have to shave your eyebrows off to be gother, if that makes any sense, which I found ridiculous, and I was going to make a talk about that. But then I started thinking about the fact that I've had so many people who say, oh, I would be goth, but I don't do this, or I wouldn't do that, or I can't do this. And it just made me think, so that there are so many expectations. I'm going to be focusing on the physical expectations of goth for now, that just seem ridiculous to me. Like the fact that people believe you, for one, have to shave your eyebrows off to be a goth. That is not a solely goth thing, that's more of a... I find it's people that are either unhappy with their eyebrows. I wasn't, I had relatively nice eyebrows actually, which is why it was so hard for me to shave them off. It took me years to actually get to doing it because I was such a pussy about it. But there's also the idea that you need to have, like the trad goth look, like you need to have Susie eyes and teased hair to be considered a goth, and I have nothing against trad goth. I tease my hair sometimes, I do Susie eyes a lot, but it's definitely not a fucking requirement. I feel like I need to make a video on this because there are people that say, oh, but I don't want to do the whole whiteface thing. You don't need to do the whole whiteface thing to be a goth. That's not a fucking requirement. Half of the fucking pictures from the, like, goth stuff, half of them, like, from the 80s, half of them didn't actually have pure white skin, and most of the photos were just black and white because it looked fucking cool. Like, it's not, and, like, a lot of them did have the white makeup and shit, but it wasn't, like, pure white every single goth had it. It wasn't like a physical requirement or anything like that, from what I can tell. Obviously I wasn't alive in the 80s, so I can't exactly speak 100% for that, but from those I know who did do the whole goth thing in the 80s, it wasn't a fucking requirement. Teasing your hair up, that is a traditional staple of, you know, gothliness, but obviously it's not a requirement. Like, these things are perhaps what were in the scene early on, and what, like, the 80s was just about teased hair. That was just the thing. I don't tease my hair. It might look like I have right now, I don't know, it might have gone down a bit or something like that, but that's the reason my hair is like floofy is because I've got a shit ton of dry shampoo in there because I didn't feel like washing it. Anyway, I don't have an outline for this. You know how I say that usually I have like dot points of what I should talk about? The reason that I am all over the place right now is because I don't have an outline, because I just came up with this video idea on the spot. I was meant to do a completely different video. But yeah, there are no like aesthetic requirements that you have to specifically, obviously like a dark undertone, generally wearing all black. You know, there is a difference between, say, wearing a fucking black pentagram shirt or a band shirt, and like obviously there's a difference between general alternative fashion and like specifically goth one, but like just wearing all black doesn't make you immediately a goth, but there is a general like undertone when your intention is to look goth that you will. Like, I tend to look relatively goth when I'm not wearing makeup because, I don't know, I'm generally dressed in all black flowy clothing, and I've got long black hair, and I've got relatively pale skin naturally. Like, I don't know, my skin doesn't look altogether too pale at the moment. I am half Pakistani, as I've mentioned, so I tan relatively easily. But, yeah, just this whole, oh, I would be goth, but I can't, and the corset thing as well. I would be goth, but I don't think I could pull off a corset. Well, you don't need to fucking wear a corset to be a goth. What the fuck? Like, who decided that, you know, you have to do these things specifically to be accepted as a goth? If anybody tells you that you need to tease your hair, like, fucking Robert Smith or Susie Sue to be a goth, and they're just fucking just pulling their own dicks, to be honest. Like, it's not a physical requirement. You don't need to shave your eyebrows off. There are a myriad of beautiful goth people who don't do that. Lydia Resurrected, for one, she doesn't fucking do it. Alison Eckfeld, you know, the Goblin Queen, she doesn't fucking do it. You know, just because there are so many people that do, doesn't mean that you have to. I was still a goth when I had eyebrows. I am still a goth, even though I don't tease my hair all the time. There are times that I'll tease it, of course, but I'm really fucking lazy, so I can't be fucked doing it all the time, to be honest. Like, it's not a physical requirement. And I know I'm saying physical requirement a lot, but I'm just getting overheated about this, and it's really hot right now, so I'm overheating in general. And you can kind of tell when somebody is overcompensating the whole goth look. Like usually it's people relatively new to the scene, I'd say. They try to be the gothest of all goth, which is not going to happen. Nobody is the gothest of all goth. I think I've said this in another video. It's just not a thing. There's no... I'm so bad at explaining this. Look, if you can't be fuck teasing your hair, you don't need to tease your hair. You don't even have to have black hair. If you don't like Susie eyebrows, Susie eyes, if they don't suit you, don't fucking wear them. If you don't particularly want to do whiteface, don't fucking do it. Like, I spent years not wearing foundation because I was completely against it. I hated the thought of foundation. Yeah. By the way, talking about foundation, I'm wearing a different one that I usually wear. Like, usually I'm wearing Kryolan, but I'm wearing a different one today, which is Meron? I don't know. But I couldn't afford Kryolan, and I have a shoot this weekend that I'm doing in a short film that a friend of mine is creating, and I wanted to be able to do my white face because that's generally what I look like. So I just ordered off, I think it was Berserk. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it was Berserk though. Yeah, just because it was like $13 or something. This is Australian dollars, which was awesome. And I got new black lipstick, which I'm not wearing at the moment because I'm making multiple videos today, and I'd like to have slightly different makeup in each of the videos. But yeah, it's the weirdest fucking consistency. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now. I shouldn't be talking about this at the moment. But yeah, let me know if you want to hear like a review on it or something, because it's really fucking weird. I've been thinking about doing like makeup reviews and stuff. I won't be able to do that in many because, as I've mentioned to many of you, I don't have a lot of money. So I don't have a lot of makeup. I kind of just wear the same shit over and over and over. I've tried out multiple white foundations, I think maybe 3 or 4, because I only started wearing white foundation, maybe like pure white foundation, maybe a year and a half ago or something. I'm not 100% sure when I started wearing it. What was I saying? Yeah, no, so let me know if you want to hear a review on this. This is the first time I'm wearing it, actually, so let me know how it looks. I know that I've got like some dimples and shit, but of course, like a couple of days before a photo shoot, why would my skin not break out, am I right? No, I haven't been treating it very well, so I guess that's not really a surprise or anything. Anyway, back to the point. Fuck, tangents every fucking day, dude. To wrap this up, do you need to have teased hair, shaved eyebrows, wear corsets, you know, fucking have like a million chokers and shit like that, have Susie eyes, white foundation to be goth? Fuck no. No, you don't. There is a general, like, gothic undertone of, you know, generally dark attire and shit like that, but it's not something that you need to feel pressured into. It should be something that comes naturally to you. It's not something you want to, you know, feel like you have to do and then try to overcompensate and then end up hating it. It's not worth that whole thing, alright? So, I don't know, this is just a weird video that I wanted to make. By the way, I'm thinking about doing a Q&A soon, so if you have any questions, Until next time, I'm sorry if this was like a rambling mess. I don't have an outline, as I said, and my mind tends to wander really badly. I guess that's just something you're gonna have to deal with, so fuck yeah. I did, by the way, want to apologise for not having made a video sooner. As I mentioned, I'm not going to be able to make videos all the time. Hey, I'm not as busy at the moment, I should be able to make videos. I'm hoping to actually make several videos today in order to be able to, what are words? I'm hoping to make multiple videos today in order to kind of make up for that. I won't be uploading them all at once because I don't think people just want to watch me and then me and then me and then me and then me, because I wouldn't want to. But yeah, I am hoping to get multiple videos out today. I don't want this video to be too long because I'd like to get it uploaded today, which means I don't want to have too much footage to have to edit down and whatnot. Goodbye. All my social media information will be in the description. And yes, I'll see you in the next video.